How's everybody doing? So it's Labor Day weekend, and apparently the family and I are going to Wisconsin Dells. The family is going to take one of the big trucks over there, Escalator, Navigator, whatever, family hauler, school bus. It's getting hot, and I'm going to ride the bike. So I wanted to make a quick video. As you can see, it is as plain Jane as it gets, except for those lights. Those things look phenomenal. Let me tell you, best 40-ish bucks I ever spent. Link will be in the description below. But I just wanted to make this quick video to showcase what I'm gonna do to the bike real quick before I leave. And that's right here. Almost all this right here. And I mean, that's already installed. This is fantastic. I'm gonna show you guys how I did my music in a different video. It sounds phenomenal. And all this, I'm gonna try to slap on real quick. Let me show you what I got. Here is a quick before video. As you can see, that panel's missing. I'm charging, but trickle charging while I'm not driving it. So as you can see, there is nothing is done to the bike except for these lights, which, come on, those are phenomenal. So nothing is done, nothing anywhere is done. Plain Jane. Okay, as you can see, I was gonna pull it out, but I decided against it because it's super hot, number one. Number two, I gotta get this thing moving. You see the blue tint in the light? This color is phenomenal. It's some alpine white pearl tri-coat or something. It's amazing. I love it. I went to remove the hitch today, and because I'm not planning on hauling a trailer, and I discovered there's a lock on it, and I didn't get the key for the lock from the lady that I bought it from. So that's fun. Anyway, this is a before. So let me throw some parts on, and I'll show you the parts as I put them on. Check it out. So with these, what I found to work the best, these are the gills, by the way, that are gonna go over there. So with these stickers that they give you, what I found to work best is take a little bit of tape off, not the whole thing, and start with one end, put it, first I started putting it on the bottom edge and then working that way in, which worked, but later I switched to the put it in the center and push down in the middle, which made the sides kind of go in. So do with that information what you will. This is kind of what the finished product looks like. I think it's not gonna be visible. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be visible. The other problem that I am going to run into is I got these lights, well, the LED strips, which are gonna connect to the switches, chrome switches, but they're too long. So I'm gonna throw those hopefully underneath. They're supposed to be black light. I'm just showing you a yellow envelope, I don't know why. They're supposed to be black light, which I think is gonna look really sick at night with a white bike. Not bright and flashy, but like black light, you know, that effect. It's kind of like, is there a light and is that purple and how cool is that? Anyway, that's what I'm going for. I wanted to throw lights in there, and what I discovered was that GPS talking thing that I have, is actually, I could feel it right under here. Check it out. Check it out. It's right there. So whatever you put under this thing, when you take the whole thing out and you put stuff underneath, I know it's probably common sense, but it's right there. So I think I'm going to be able to take that off, put the strip from the top, and hopefully that's going to be enough light, because after I put these shark fins on, I don't think I'm going to be able to reach down here. You can't see it, but there's a piece of plastic over there that would work very well for like maybe a 4 or 5 inch strip maybe. I'm going to try to finagle something in there, but after I put those on, it's going to be hard. The only way is going to be, I don't want to spoil anything, but maybe I'm going to do something with the headlights, like completely replace them for LEDs. And if I do that, as you probably know, this whole thing has to come out. So maybe at that point I can glue something on. I don't know. This is a project that I'm really enjoying working on, so just a thought. Now, that covers these. That's the top and bottom. The top and bottom, the little Nike thing, which is a garbage company, by the way. So these, I had to think for a second, and basically what I figured out was that it goes like this. I, for some reason, thought they were going to go on those, which would be silly because those don't actually touch anything. So this makes a lot of sense, but as you can see, it's too big. I think they meant for me to like glue it on top and work it down so it like bends in the middle, but I gotta put one on this side too. So what I'm gonna do is cut a piece off all the way along the bottom. And I think that's gonna be good enough. Okay, just so you see what I'm talking about, this will require arts and crafts. I put one in and I had to heavily modify it. You see all those pieces that I cut off? I don't know if you could see that, but I cut off a bunch of pieces. This is how they come. Completely like these. The Chinese are not known for quality stuff. They just give you a sticker. If it fits, it doesn't fit. I got 3 identical pieces and one completely off. Look at the tail thing, this thing right here. Look at the size difference, the shape difference. It's retarded. There's no better way to say it. Look, if I put it this way, look how much it overlaps. So this will take some arts and crafts on your part. I'm gonna have to cut this thing completely down to size. As you could see, I cut it down so it actually forms to the lines, so it's not smaller by any means, except for in the center there where there's going to be nothing, but I think the sides will hold. I'm hoping at this point, because this is I'm doing this on my own. As you know, I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, if you watch the channel, you know that I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm kind of you know, learning as I go and sharing with you so you don't have to make the same mistakes I made, which I hopefully won't make too many of, because these stickers are pretty strong. So once they're on, they're on. So I'm going to cut them way down so they don't, you know, overlap. Anyway, tips and tricks. Okay, so on this one, I cut off a portion all the way across, about, here's my thumbnail for reference. I don't know if that'll help you at all. Off the bottom, and just like that, I think I'm gonna be able to do it, even the tail. So let me get to it. And that's what I came up with, ended up with, just by cutting a bottom strip off. So your mileage may vary, but there's the finished product. Gonna do the other one, throw those bad boys on. So here we go. I cut a big strip off again on this one, and look at this. Look at this. Couldn't they? I mean, they're making the damn stickers. They couldn't make the sticker that is ready to go. This is completely off. For this, I gotta cut off here, and here, and here, and over there. Look at this. Look at this. It's complete garbage. This one doesn't even fit. If I put this one here, then these don't fit. Look at this. Retarded.
There were times when I was doing Jack that I actually felt retarded, like really retarded.
So this project quickly is sucking. You are not gonna enjoy doing this if you order these and do it yourself. This is a arts and crafts project, by all accounts. So some of it is gonna look like crap. I hope it goes on right. But what I decided to do, because this was so off, I had to cut big pieces, and then this thing turned out to be too small. So what you can do is, with the leftover stickers, nobody says the stickers have to be connected to each other. They're just two-sided stickers. So save your strip of sticker and cut as needed and apply. I could put a little more over here, a little more over here, but I think I'm gonna... I'm thinking. I don't know. Maybe I should. This one is curved. It's going to be a pain in the ass. You know what? Screw it. It's either going to go on or not. Okay, so this is not as snug of a fit as I was thinking it was going to be, because I added the double-sided tape. Can you see? You can't see. Trust me. See? It's not as snug as they would have you believe it goes on, but that's okay. At this point, after all that arts and crafts, I don't give a bleep. Take all these back papers off and stick it on. You gotta be a special type of factory or person who runs the factory to do this to a person. To have to do arts and crafts for a good half hour to an hour just to be able to prepare this sticker to be put on. It's nuts. Almost forgot. Don't forget the alcohol to clean this thing. Soak it and clean it, and then make sure it dries. Might as well do the other parts too. I don't know how much area it's gonna take. Just do the best you can. That's good enough. Grab a towel, just in case. Just give it a quick once over. And now that it's ready, I hope it goes on this way. Okay, oh no. You gotta be... How is this supposed to go on if it grabs right away? Okay, this is ridiculous. Okay, I guess you just gotta push it in. That is not great. That is not great. It looks like it went too far here and not far enough here. And there's a bit of a gap here. It's not much, but it's there. I'd say that's probably a good... It'll look perfect from like 25 feet away. With these things, make sure you got the right side. They only go on one side, see? This is gonna go on the other side. Forgot to mention, be careful when you're pushing the tape in on both of these things, because this is fragile stuff. First, figure out where it's gonna go. Kind of like that. It's got an edge, so try to get it as close as you can. This project is turning out to be a nightmare. It's almost worth it to pay someone to do it. Probably gonna fly off with the wind. You know, I'm pushing on this stuff. Don't forget that the bike itself is plastic. So you push too hard, you're gonna break. Anyway, what do you guys think? And I gotta tell you, it kind of looks phenomenal. It's kind of phenomenal. There's that. And there's that. I don't know. I like it. Let me do the other side. There it is. Fantastic. It was a pain in the ass, but what are you going to do? Moving on. That is an eyesore. It's ridiculous, and it's got to go. Why is that black? Got chrome bits. Random chrome bits. Not chrome, not chrome, not chrome. What is going on with this thing? I guess they figured they're going to make some money, but they didn't make any money. China made money. That's got to go. So, they are very easy to remove. And, as you can see, this one's got a hole. And it is connected by what seems to be 3 screws. Right? So this one's got the proper holes. I hope. I mean we're about to find out. In any case, this one also has a hole, but they give you a little gill to put in there, which is actually kind of interesting. I like it. I'm gonna do it. So let me swap this thing out. We'll see what it looks like. I wonder if this is some sort of a reflective heat shield. You know, I bet you that it is. This one doesn't have it, and it's not exactly a sticker. Screw it. That was easy. It's out. So there's no thread in this thing either. I mean, now there is, but I'm sure there wasn't. These are like self-tapping screws or whatever you call them. They'll go into anything and hopefully grab. They look like they'll grab. So nothing to it. Align, screw it in, should be done. Let's get to it. Okay, that was easy enough. If any of you are going to be doing this with this thing, what you got to do, it's not going to go in just straight. What you got to do is put in the narrow part first, which will put the pins already in, and then you just push the bottom. Makes it a lot easier. Hopefully. I guess I need 2 hands. Okay, so after doing that first one, I just want to show you. I already took this one off, and then I remembered to show you the black. The black is not great. I don't have the other part on the bike because it's charging, but look at that. I mean, I'll show you the after effect, obviously, after I do the other one, but it's already looking much nicer. One thing I gotta mention too, the other side's already done. This is not a drill job. This is a hand tighten, or you will break the plastic, and it'll just keep spinning, and then this thing will be loose. Hand tighten. Take a look at how far it is from the edge. When you got room there, you can keep tightening, but when you meet resistance, give it like an 1/8 of a turn, and that's it. Be careful so you don't strip the plastic holes. I'm sure they are easy to strip. It's just plastic. Let's throw this bad boy on. What a transformation already. These are all little things, but what a difference. The lights, the gills, that chrome piece, that just, doesn't that look so much better? Just brings the whole thing in. Keep it moving. Next we're gonna do this front lip. It's playing without it. Took a couple seconds to figure out how it's gonna go. It goes like this. I already wiped it down. As you can see, it's gonna go like this, so watch your edges. I mean this, so it aligns, and this, so make sure you get it right in the middle. And as you can see, it's not as curved as the body of the bike, so hopefully this glue is really gonna hold. Plastic is soft, but you know, and make sure you don't you know, put it in off center. Throw it on now. And there's the finished product. So really starting to take shape. It was not difficult to put in. What you want to do is you want to push up, because these push up against the top there, so push up so you know you're in the right place upwards, and align those as best as you can. And what I did was hold your fingers, you know, push it down for like 20 seconds, 15-20 seconds. I think you should be good. Not bad, right? Okay, keeping it moving. Next is another little fun project, which I don't know how it's gonna go, honestly. This thing, it looks naked, I don't know. Okay, I guess, nope. I guess they do go to a specific side. I can already tell you that you gotta push against this wall towards the back of the bike. Looks naked without it. This is another one of those pieces you gotta have. I mean, empty with it. It's not a big deal. This is China crap. It's plastic. It's not expensive. You might as well do it. This is the thing that I hope is not going to turn into a fun art project. Let me throw that on and see if I have any tips for you. Okay, this one turned out to be a major pain in the ass as well. It was one piece, which turned out to be too long for this thing, so I cut that off, glued this on, tried to stay as close to the edge as possible, which I did not do. We'll see how that holds up. And this one also, see, this one is not exactly on the edge over there. It's you gotta finagle it in. It's not easy. I mean, it's not that hard, but it's not gonna turn out perfect. You might as well just give up on perfection and hope it holds. Let me do the other one and we'll throw them in. Okay, this one went a lot smoother and better. Let me give you some pro tips here. Definitely cut the long piece off. Makes it a lot easier, which I somehow learned even on the first one. Some will go green side down, some will go white side down, does not matter. Just make sure it fits before you start peeling the tape. Start with the big piece, at least I'm telling you what I did. Start with the big piece, start on this edge here, put it down, and then work your way up to make sure that it's completely glued, but as close to the edge as possible. Then, what you want to do with this guy is put it where it's going to go, peel a little tiny piece here, and start running it from there as you push it into place, little by little. As you peel the little paper off, make sure it starts gluing right as you're going, to make sure that it's perfect, like, or at least as close to perfect as this. Let's put them in. And there you have it. You just push it in. Unfortunately, you may have some little pieces showing here and there, like I do here. There's nothing you can do about it. Like I said, it's a 25 foot away type of situation. So let me throw the other one in. And there you have it. This stuff is all junk, let me tell you. It doesn't stick super good. I just noticed that this one was not completely holding, so I had to hold that for a while. Little stuff sticking out. This is definitely, maybe it's because I'm installing it, I'm noticing the imperfections, but from far away, it looks nice. But up close and personal, better not. Still trying to go to Wisconsin Dells, by the way. Next, we're gonna do this. I don't have any time, that's why I'm saying that. Next, we're gonna do this, and I have no idea how they're supposed to go on, or if they have sides or what. As of right now, clearly it goes on this way, but I'm not sure if it's gonna hold or what. Huh. It's gonna block the light a little bit over there. Not over there. I'm not sure if it's gonna be a good thing. Well, we've gone too far, so let's throw it on and screw it. Okay, that's gonna be a no-go. Turned out to be a huge disappointment. It doesn't bend, it doesn't stick. The only thing is, I'm glad it came off easily. So, garbage. Next, we're gonna attempt these eyebrows. No idea, but it's a little line right here on both sides. So I think, fake pro tip here, I'm gonna try to do something like that. Yep, let me try. Not sure how I feel about these either. These strips, this is just all complete garbage. Hopefully it'll hold. If it doesn't hold, what are you gonna do? At least I'm sure they'll come off fairly easily. Let's attempt this thing. That was less painful. Less painful. I wouldn't call it painless, but it was less painful. And they're on. I like them. It's a little bit of extra piece of chrome. One thing that I can recommend to you, which may be why the mirror thing didn't work, is don't push the tape all the way in, because it gets, see, this thing is concave, I think is the word, so the tape goes inside and it doesn't stick out a little bit, and that's the part that you need to stick to the body of the bike. So I did that over here. One of my daughters helped me out and pushed a little piece in, which I'm not super happy about. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. You could see daylight through there. You can't see it. There's a little bit of a daylight through here where it's just not grabbing because the tape is all the way in. But kids, am I right? It is what it is. Hopefully they'll hold. Look, not bad. Now I got these things for the tail lights. Let's see what those are going to look like. So here's another retarded bit that I don't understand, right? Took me a while to figure out where it goes. Apparently it goes on the body, right? So for this is not a bendable part because it's 3D, so it can't bend this way or at all. So because it's thick, right? But if it goes like this, which admittedly it looks pretty nice, right? Or like this, I guess. Explain to me how you're supposed to stick it on if the bottom overlaps to the trunk closure. Retarded, right? I thought so. So I guess the sticker is gonna have to go just up to here, and that's it. Because this has to be flat against the body. Which means that part can't stick onto anything. Unless it sticks to the light, but then it can't stick to the light. It has to stick to the trunk lid. Fun times. Okay, I guess I'm just not gonna stick that part of it and see what happens. Oh, the Chinese. Don't you just love them? As you may have expected, and as I expected, this is horrible. This seems to not stick at all. This is hanging over, which I guess is okay, but they did give me the full piece of tape. I had to cut it right there. And this part will not stick. So that's fun. I don't know. Okay, so the second one, I think, went a little smoother. Maybe I made, see, it's also not sticking all the way, but it's a little bit better, I feel like. Yeah, it's definitely better. Maybe it was my mistake that I put it a little bit too far this way, and that's why it's not sticking. Both of these things are hanging out. What do we think? You know what? Actually nice. It's actually not bad. Hopefully they're not going to be gone with the wind. Moving on. I gotta throw these on. That's the top caps for here. I got the switches, but I'm not throwing the switches on yet. Use only GO2 brake fluid. Probably should keep this. Both of them say GO2, that's fine. And a couple more things, and that's it. Anyway, let's start with something. Okay, so this thing is not a sticker, which I love. And this one I didn't know how to get out. When I put a little bit of force on the bottom, popped right out. So that's fantastic. Just replace it with this somehow. Look at that. Simple, easy transformation. I'm gonna go over all the prices for this stuff in a different video. So stay tuned for that. Also, this is just part one. I got a lot more stuff coming. My spare parts wagon. Lot more stuff. I noticed something today. Remember in the previous video I told you about all this scratches stuff? I noticed this today. I did not know that was there, but apparently you can put like this light over here, which I assume replaces this whole thing. So I'm not too worried about it. Anyway, moving on. Guns and Dells. Let's do the dash maybe. And I got the buttons also, which also replaced the originals, which is cool. Moving on. Okay, so you saw that. This is pretty crappy. It's shiny. Hopefully it'll hold. It's not. Doesn't hear that. I don't know if that's holding. These replace the originals, but they, oh, see? Look at that. There is no way that is gonna hold. That's ridiculous. Maybe I'm just not pushing it down all the way. That's about as down as it's gonna go, but that might be better actually. All right, I'll wait for those to fall off, and might as well ride around with these just in case, you know what I'm saying? Just in case. Now, speaking of storage, we got these things. There is no freaking way, because remember I told you about that concave thing, because it's in, and they put the sticker on for me, super crookedly, mind you. Again, retarded. Anyway, this I cannot imagine holding, but I'm gonna put it on. Let me get my alcohol wipe it, and I'll show you what it looks like if it even goes on. The table is fairly empty except for, I don't know what I'm gonna do with these. I figured GoldWings, you know? They were very cheap. I don't know what I'm gonna do with those things, but I'm gonna take these with me, throw them in later, these H7 LEDs. These I'm gonna put on now, and that's about it. And this thing, I don't know. Are they gonna hold? Are they gonna fly off in the wind? Who's to say? Only time and the road will tell. Let me change these caps out. Hang on. Pretty nice, right? Look at the difference. That and that. To my surprise, I mean, these are metal. To my surprise, the original is metal too. I thought they were plastic. Let me change the other one. This thing is chroming up nicely. So, the only stuff left today are the headlights. I got this nice little splitter, which is cool. I'm gonna take that with me so I can split up the charging. I don't think I'm gonna need it, but it was like, you know, what's everything from China, like $1. I got a couple of cool sunglasses. Show you that later, doesn't matter. This I thought was pretty cool. I'm gonna throw that on the key. You'll see that in the next video. With, of course, you gotta be rocking the matching GoldWing stuff. And that thing is pretty cool. It's like LS2 modular helmet. It was made for the GoldWing, and I'll show you why in the next video. Here is the finished product. So, what did we accomplish today? We got that, that, and those. On the inside there, if you will. Those are sick. I love those. So the matching, pretty cool. On the front, we got the eyebrows, little pig noses over there. Eyebrows, the scoop. Of course, already had the mirrors. Those are awesome. The lights are gonna go in later. They are over there on the table. Pig nose, shark gills, chrome, you already know. This is the finished product. Oh, forgot the rear eyebrows. The rear eyebrows. We are gonna see. Can't take the stupid hitch off. Lady didn't give me a key. I don't know what I'm gonna have to pick the lock or something. I don't even know. Lay on the floor and finagle with it. Anyway, what do you guys think? Let me know. And this is part 1. I got a lot more stuff coming. In fact, while I was doing this, I got more surprises. So tune in for the next video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace!